General Carlos Prats González was a Chilean army officer and minister in the Salvador Allende's government, despite being at the time the commander-in-chief of the Chilean army. Immediately after General Augusto Pinochet's September 11, 1973 coup, Prats went into voluntary exile in Argentina. The following year, he and his wife were assassinated in Buenos Aires, Argentina by a car bomb, revealed as committed by the DINA. Background: Carlos Prats González was born in Talcahuano in 1915, the oldest son of Carlos Prats Risa Patron and Hilda González Suárez. He joined the army in 1931, and graduated at the top of his class. In 1935, he was commissioned as an artillery officer. 3 years later he became a sub-lieutenant. Soon he returned to the military academy, this time as a teacher. He taught there and at the War Academy until 1954. In 1944, he married Sofia Cuthbert-Chialioni, with whom he had 3 daughters. In 1954, Prats González was promoted to major, and sent to the military mission in the U.S., as adjunct military attaché, where he served until 1958. That year he was promoted to lieutenant colonel, and returned as teacher to the War Academy. In 1961, he became commander of the artillery regiment N3, Chorrillos, and in 1963, became commander of the regiment N1, Tacna. In 1964, he was promoted to colonel and sent as military attaché to Argentina. He returned to Chile in 1967 as commander of the 3 Army Division. In 1968 he was promoted to brigade general and chief of the general staff. The following year he was promoted to division general. Public role during the Allende years. General Prats became the head of the Constitutionalists, all members of the armed forces who supported the Schneider Doctrine. With time, he became the Army's strongest supporter of President Allende, and was appointed as a member of his cabinet several times. Allende appointed him as vice president in 1972. Resignation. On August 22, 1973, the wives of Prats' generals and officers staged a rally in front of his home, calling him a coward for not restoring civil order in Chile. This event convinced Prats that he had lost support of his fellow officers. The next day he resigned his positions, both as Interior Minister and as Commander-in-Chief of the Army. Only 2 other generals in favor of a constitutional solution to the political crisis, Generals Mario Sepulveda Escuela and Guillermo Pickering, also presented their resignations in a show of support for him. General Augusto Pinochet, previously second-in-command and thought to be loyal to Allende, was appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Army, taking over the position on August 23, 1973. General Prats' retirement removed the last real obstacle to a military coup, which took place 3 weeks later, on September 11, 1973. Immediately after the coup, on September 15, 1973, General Prats voluntarily went into exile with his wife in Argentina. Assassination. On September 30, 1974, in Buenos Aires, Prats and his wife Sofia were killed outside their apartment by a radio-controlled car bomb. Debris reached the 9th-floor balcony of the building across the street. Later, it was learned that the assassination was planned by members of the Chilean secret police, DINA. It was committed by the American expatriate and Chilean citizen Michael Townley, who also committed the Orlando Letelier assassination in Washington, D.C. in 1976. Legal aftermath and investigations. The former leaders of DINA, including Chief Manuel Contreras, ex-chief of operation and retired General Raúl Iturriaga, his brother Roger Iturriaga, and ex-brigadiers Pedro Espinosa and José Zara, have been charged in Chile with Prats' assassination. The Chilean judge investigating the case, Alejandro Solis, exempted Gen. Pinochet from prosecution after the Chilean Supreme Court rejected a demand in January 2005 to lift the ex-dictator's immunity. In Argentina, DINA's civil agent Enrique Arancibia was convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment for Prats' murder. In 2000, side agent Juan Martin Sigacarria was detained by Argentine officials on the orders of federal judge Maria Servini de Cubria. Martin Sigacarria was DINA's main connection with the side and with Intelligence Battalion 601, and was also a member of the Tacuara nationalist movement. In 2003, Argentine federal judge Maria Servini de Cubria asked Chile for the extradition of Mariana Colegius, who was Michael Townley's wife, and Christoph Willeke Flint, a retired colonel from the Chilean army. The three together were charged with this crime, but Chilean judge Nibaldo Segura from the appeals court refused extradition in July 2005, arguing that they had already been prosecuted in Chile. Italian terrorist Stefano Del Chiesa was reportedly also involved in the murder of General Carlos Prats.